Today we're taking a break from our Branson video series to give you an update from the Branson Strip. We just returned from a long weekend in Branson, and while there we took a drive down the Strip to see what was going on, and now we're bringing you along. Our drive today actually starts before the beginning of the unofficial strip at the intersection of Highway 65 and Highway 76 as we cross the bridge just off of the Highway 65 exit and head west. As we head up the hill, the light at the top is Rourke Valley Road, the blue route around traffic. If you haven't driven here before, be sure to stay in the left lane to continue to the strip, as this is where 76 narrows to 2 lanes. On the northwest corner of this intersection is Veterans Memorial Garden, a nice place to walk around and reflect. Just up the road is Casa Fuentes, a longtime Branson Mexican food staple. This area was the location of Branson Heights Shopping Center that was essentially destroyed in the 2012 Leap Day tornado and later demolished. It was briefly occupied by America's Fun Park, but has not been redeveloped since. The building on the left with the blue roof is the Veterans Memorial Museum. Also open for business is the Branson Auto and Farm Museum. The next traffic light is Fall Creek Road and marks the unofficial beginning of the Branson Strip. To the right you can see Fritz Adventure located at the intersection. As we pass through the intersection, Dick Clark's American Bandstand Theater is on the left, and Dolly Parton's Stampede is on the right. Both have shows open for the season. And of course, there's Table Rock Roasters Coffee, my favorite. Billy Bob's, a great place for burgers, is on the right. And Famous Dave's Barbecue is also on the right, a little farther up the hill past Music City Center. At the top of the hill is the Grand Country Complex, with indoor and outdoor mini golf, indoor go-karts, food, a hotel, indoor water park, and a theater with multiple shows playing daily. Open for business in the Strip Center on the right is a relatively new and very popular rolled ice cream place. And as we come around the corner, the Branson Coaster, open for the season. On the right at the entrance to Tanger Outlet Mall is Krispy Kreme Donuts, and in the distance the iconic chicken, marking the location of the Chicken House restaurant. Next is the First Track Family Fun Park. It is open, although the skyscraper ride was closed in this video due to high winds. This brings us to the King's Castle Theater and its lineup of shows that are open for the season. On the left is the Branson Aquarium and its fountain show, and on the right, Cakes and Cream Diner. And after Longhorn Steakhouse, in its upside-down building is WonderWorks. After WonderWorks on the right is another well-known Branson barbecue restaurant, Getting Basted, that is open daily. Next we come to the Americana Theater with its daily lineup of shows open for the season. Open for about a year now is Cheddar's, located across the street from Presley's Country Jubilee. A new attraction opening soon in the heart of the Strip is Digtown Adventure Park, located next to Charlie's Steak Ribs and Ale and Flaming Margaritas, and across the street from the Hollywood Wax Museum. All are open for guests. Next is Beyond the Lens and its fly ride, and Paschetti's Restaurant, followed by Heroes Taste and Taps. Then the Titanic Museum, which is hard to miss at the intersection with Gretna Road, also known as Highway 165. Past the intersection is Retromania, the helicopter ride, and the Branson Ferris wheel, all open for business when we were there. Located just past the Ferris wheel is Fuel, a new restaurant, and the always popular Andy's Frozen Custard. After the heavy metal high-rise go-karts is the Hughes Brothers Theater and the Lodge of the Ozarks, followed by the Mickey Gilley Grand Shanghai Theater. It was still a bit cool in April for Whitewater, which has a targeted opening date later in May. Past Whitewater is the entrance to Ballparks of America, followed by another of my favorite Mexican restaurants, Botana's. There's another Track Family go-kart track, and then the world's largest toy museum. Behind the toy museum is also a dinosaur museum. Both are open. As we pass the Hampton Inn, we're nearing the end of the Strip at its intersection with Shepherd of the Hills Expressway, but we're not through. After passing by an interesting tapas restaurant called Olay and Cracker Barrel restaurant, we're going to turn around and go the other way to the east on the Strip at the intersection. Let's get turned around. As we head back the other way, we can see Cracker Barrel restaurant located just below the hill. There's also a Golden Corral over there and a little Hacienda, an excellent Mexican restaurant also not visible. On the left is a good view of the Dinosaur Museum. It's the blue building behind the Toy Museum. On the right is Bigfoot, an Extreme Racing Center's go-kart track. The Dutton Theater on the right is open even as they complete their all-new front facade to be completed later in the summer. The area to the right was once the location of the Caravel and Jim Stafford theaters, which have been torn down and the lots cleared for an unknown development. The only thing left is the Jim Stafford sign. A longtime Branson restaurant, Starvin' Marvin's, is on the right, followed by the popular and usually very busy Lost Treasure Mini Golf across from the Ferris wheel. Another hard-to-miss attraction on the right is Ripley's Believe It or Not. Ruby Tuesdays is open across from the helicopter ride. And also driving this direction gives us a good view of the Titanic Museum. On the right after the intersection is the Clay Cooper Theater with its array of shows open for the season. And then Ozark Land, a popular t-shirt and souvenir store in Branson. Next up on the right, we pass by Shoot for the Stars Mini Golf, and then the Hollywood Wax Museum. Presley's Country Jubilee on the right was the first theater on the Strip, way back in 1967. We get a better view of the Americana Theater on the left as we drive this direction, and then Landry's Seafood House across the road. Here's a different view of WonderWorks, and across the street, Local Flavor Restaurant. This brings us to the Grand Village and places like the Hard Luck Diner and Sugarleaf Bakery, and then another view of the giant octopus that identifies the Branson Aquarium. On the right is the Andy Williams Moon River Theater, which doesn't appear to be hosting shows at this point in 2023, after a full slate of shows in 2022. Not sure what's going on there, but if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Another Ripley's attraction, Ripley's Super Fun Park, is on the right with its outdoor maze and laser games. Branson even has a Walmart on the Strip, although the bigger Super Walmart is actually located in a less touristy part of town. Here's a nice view of the indoor water park at Grand Country on the left, across the street from a new Starbucks completed last year. On the right is the new Branson Duck Tours with all new and completely redesigned ducks that take guests onto the calm waters of Lake Taneycomo in downtown Branson. Just past the duck tour and across from Grand Country is the Outback Steak and Oyster Bar, not related to the national chain with a similar name. Next up, Jerry Presley's God and Country Theater with its lineup of shows and Jerry Presley, Elvis Presley's cousin, as Elvis. At the bottom of the hill is the building that housed Branson Center Stage Grill before its closing in October of 2021. It is yet to reopen and is currently for sale. At the top of the hill is Dick Clark's American Bandstand Theater, which also houses the Celebrity Car Museum, whose entrance can be seen from this direction. As we reach the intersection with Fall Creek Road at the end of the strip, we're going to turn right to show you one more thing. After turning right onto Fall Creek Road, you can see the entrance to the Lakeside Forest Wilderness area, which is 140 acres of wooded hiking area located right in the heart of Branson. Hey, if you haven't done so, would you take the time to subscribe to our channel? And if you're coming to Branson and need a place to stay, we have a nightly rental condo in the heart of Branson on Thousand Hills Golf Course. For more information, go to findushere.com/BransonCondo. And for information and tickets for shows and attractions, go to findushere.com/Branson. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our update from the Branson Strip in the springtime. If you did, give us a thumbs up and share it with friends. And be sure to leave us a comment about your experiences in Branson. Meanwhile, check out this video next for more travel fun, and don't forget to subscribe.